Good afternoon, Internet fans. Admiral Preparedness here. Just taking a look at the news, and it looks like North Korea has finally, they've pulled their sleeves on both arms. They went and said what they're going to do with their bomb. They're telling us that with a detonation above the United States, they can cause severe EMP. We all know what an EMP can do, and if you don't know, you might take it upon yourself after this short presentation has been completed that an electromagnetic pulse of such magnitude as emitted by a hydrogen bomb of 100 megaton about 250 miles above the continental United States would disable just about every electronic device known to man. And I don't mean temporarily, I mean permanently. Turn off everything. It will turn off the lights. It will turn off anything that is has electromagnetic field that's generated by it. Batteries, smartphones, TVs, radios, your automobile, many of your appliances, power generation facilities that use microprocessors, water distribution, water sanitation, you name it. An EMP is the worst nightmare for any civilized nation who has any form of electronic infrastructure necessary for the survival of the human race. It's the worst nightmare because it doesn't damage anything other than those electronic devices. So if you're in a hospital room and anything that's in your room that's electronic fails to operate, it just shuts down. The microcircuits are fried. It's almost like standing on a carpeted doorway and touching that door. That spark you feel is milliamps of current, but thousands of volts. This is just the opposite. This creates the current flow, which those small microelectronics are not shielded from. Therefore, these little tiny transistors fry. All it takes is a few of them in a microcircuit to disable the entire microcircuit. As a former electronics technician for the military and for the Department of Defense under contract, I know that for a fact because I've seen EMP testing on these military products that are hardened against it. Well, I hate to tell you this, but anything you own is not hardened against an electromagnetic pulse. Everything the military owns, just about everything, is EMP hardened. Now, there are ways where you can protect your electronics, but it's a bit of a pain in the rear because every night you have to place your electronics in a grounded Faraday cage. In other words, you can look up Faraday cage. Some homes are automatically a Faraday cage just by the fact that their steel construction is around the building. Most of your Department of Defense buildings are EMP hardened, so the internal electronic devices are immune. Your automobile is not immune because of the microcontroller that's used to regulate the fuel flow, emissions control, and other items of your vehicle. This is a very shocking revelation that China now has to intervene. It's their job to rein in this red-headed stepchild, because this man right there will cause a great, let's put it this way. You think Hurricane Harvey and the upcoming Hurricane Irma are disastrous? Take that and multiply it by 1,000,000. An electromagnetic pulse over this country, either directed at Washington, D.C., New York City, Boston, any other large city, is going to kill millions. And I mean millions of people, not right away, but it'll kill them. And our ability to retaliate will be, trust me, it will be fast and it will be deadly. We won't have to worry about Kim anymore. We'll be burying bodies at an alarming rate in this country. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to inform you that this man has now lifted his veil of his intentions. He doesn't want to attack the mainland of America with a nuclear bomb that only destroys a couple square miles. He's looking to kill millions and millions of innocent civilians to prove his little point. He wants to be recognized as a nuclear power throughout the world. And this is going to end up causing him and his regime, and probably several hundred thousands of North Koreans as well as South Koreans, Americans, Japanese, and other international personnel who are in the area when retaliation occurs. All I want to tell you now is prepare for the worst, because at any time this crazy man could stick that very bomb that he's pointing at headed to the United States, and not just one, but multiple vehicles. Now, we do have our anti-missile defense shield that we called at one time Star Wars. Some of it exists. I've seen it, but it's not been deployed. And if it has been deployed, we hope to God it works. Because if this guy detonates multiple hydrogen bombs above the continental United States, it's not going to be pretty. And this is one of the reasons why I'm a prepared person. But at my age, and with only a couple medications that I have to have in order to survive, I'm dead. But my family can live on with what I have provided for them, and will keep a vigilant eye out for what this nutcase is going to do. It's up to you to contact your representatives and let them know how you feel about the possibility of this clown installing a few of these hydrogen bombs on his newly tested and proven to be effective ICBMs and fire them at the United States. Now, he could not just stop there. He could drop a couple over Japan. He'd wipe out the entire country. It's an island country. Where's everybody going to go? So, if you have any writing skills, now is the time to have a story that you can write about the impending doom that this idiot is causing his people, the people of South Korea, and other countries to his left, to his north, to his south, and to his right. Admiral Preparedness here. God bless America. God bless you. Keep a vigilant eye open for this moron. We have no clue what his next trick will be.